In today's session, how to structure your coaching program. Failure in this area is very high. Most coaches fail, resulting in either not growing or just giving up. And here's why. Most do it the old way. Most think they have to try and create a course and then sell it. And this is the worst thing that you could ever do with your time. I've been there. Please don't do this. You sit there trying to create something. You have no idea whether they're going to like it. You hit loads of procrastination, loads of self-doubt, loads of issues. And then, as I said, most people just give up, or they create this course which is stagnant and it's no good. Which is kind of like being like Sisyphus, who was this Greek dude back in the day, and he got condemned by Zeus to roll this boulder up a mountain for the rest of his life. And every time he got to the top, he'd have to start again because he cheated death. And so he spent the rest of eternity doing this over and over again. That's what happens to you when you try and create a course without selling it first. We do it very different. Here's how. So the goal of a great course is to get them from point A to point B in the quickest way possible. This point where they don't know how to do something to they do know how to do something. All right, they don't have a result, they do have a result. Whatever niche that you're working with, whether it's relationships, health, or wealth, you need to get into this point where they don't have a result, they do have a result, and it's tangible benchmark. Example, one of my core programs, we take people that don't have coaching skills to a point where they do have amazing coaching skills and they can rapidly transform any client with a very simple 4-step process in any niche. My other core program takes people that don't know how to grow their coaching business to a position where they do know how to scale profitably month after month. They don't have a result, they do have a result, very tangible in less than 3 months. So point A to this point B. What are the modules? What are the structure? How do we structure it, Ed? So here's one of the quickest ways to do it. In time, you're going to create a methodology name to your program, but don't worry about this just yet. You're going to have your overview modules, and they are the things that you need to do, the things your client needs to do to get them to the outcome. In this moment, write down what are the things that you think your client needs to get them from this point A to point B. If you're in the stress niche, they're in stress, how do you get them out of stress? What do they need to do? They don't know how to meditate. They do know how to meditate. What do they need to do? They don't know how to grow their business. They do know how to grow their business. What do they need to do? They don't know how to have an empowering mindset. They do know how to have an empowering mindset. What do they need to do? They don't know how to grow their career. They do know how to grow their career. What do they need to do? So those are key elements that you're going to take your client through. Here's a simple way to get some ideas. Type in Amazon, your keyword, look at the top book in that category, e.g. for example, if you type in Amazon, how to talk to women, and then look inside the chapter headings for inspirations or buy the book. I would strongly suggest buying the book so you know what they teach. Do not copy. I'm not saying copy it, but take some ideas. And the chapters are like the module headings. Notice the key elements that they choose. So for example, this dude starts with the fundamentals. Chapter 1, your mindset and how to affect how people view you. Dangerous mindsets, your reaction, core values. See, now, if I was going to teach a program how men talk to women, I wouldn't start with that. I would start with getting into a positive state. So I would teach them how to get into a positive state. Why? Because before you're going to talk to someone, you need to be in a good vibe first so that you come across with good energy, in my view. So notice how I disagree with his first module. Take other people's programs, read other people's books, and then you start creating your own ideas off the back of that. He's gone in chapter 2, self-accountability and self-worth, how you destroy your own self-worth, how you build your self-esteem, and how to be self-reliant. That could be interesting. That's a bit more in line with where I would go. Here's one of my friends. She wrote the #1 book on how to be a brilliant public speaker. I took her program, I read her book. If you type it in Amazon, it'll come up. Look inside at the chapter headings for inspiration. Do not copy, just notice what she did. So learn the 6 qualities. So she got 6 qualities to take someone from being not a public speaker to a public speaker. She starts with awareness, the cause of fear, finding safety in the body, expression in the body and voice, etc. I had a public speaking course for many, many years. It was one of my most favorite courses. I loved it. I started very different. I started without talking, because when people go to a course, and I went to hers, they start talking too quickly, in my view, because you've got to get comfortable without speaking, get comfortable in your body without words, because public speaking is actually about saying less, not more. So there you go. Look, and this is how we get our clients there, because people really overthink and overcomplicate this process. The goal of having a great coaching program is to have clients and then create your program with them. How we do that is we get our clients, depending again on what they're starting at, that they can start with one-to-one coaching sessions via Zoom, group support, Facebook group, or a WhatsApp. So they're getting client results, and then they develop the slides as they are coaching people. Why? So that they can can ask the right questions and they can create the content around your client's questions. That is why the old way of trying to create a course without anyone there is completely stagnant, because you're only creating content from your own head, not your client's head. The first time I created a Facebook ads program, I did it live with my clients because I needed to know the questions that they had to create the content around it. It's so much faster, so much easier, and you can pump out an amazing program and then get it better. Level 3, your live training via Zoom with slides, creating on the go. Again, the support Facebook group so that you are making sure you're tracking their experience. Once you've done a decent amount of time on this, delivering live, then you can start to record and have online modules in a portal. Now, this means that your program will be amazing. Like when people go through Clients Automation, by far, we got a testimonial sent over today, and he said, by far, it is the best program I have ever seen to help set up a business system within my business. That's because I've refined it so many times exactly through this process. So it contours every single question a client